Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today a very special video after all of the repairs with the battery of my ID.4 and the 5 new modules. Today we are doing this AVILOO battery test. This is the state-of-the-art, the best test that is actually available now to any electric vehicle buyers, sellers, whatsoever. And this is the only security that a potential buyer can have that the battery is okay. So let's have a look how that works. So this is how it looks like, the whole testing equipment. They send you this box and you can order it at AVILOO.com, or you can actually get it at some dealerships, I think locally as well, but I thought I will order it and I will show you guys how that works. I'm not sponsored by them, and I actually asked them if they have any rebate code for you as my viewers, and if they send me a rebate code I will put it in the description below. So they send you this box. So what's inside the box? Let's open it. Yeah, so there is some instruction here, battery tests, battery diagnostics. There is an OBD cable, actually 2 of them. OBD cable, the longer one, and the test box. Yeah, interesting. Serial numbers, AVILOO, property, it's actually Austrian company. So what you actually do, you need to send them the information about your car, so your registration, so they configure this box exactly for the type of electric car you have. So I have the ID.4 Pro Performance with a 77 kilowatt hours battery. So this thing is already configured for my car, and I have a link to start the test. And this goes as follows. So you need to charge your car to 100%. This is what I did now. So the car is at the charger, it's at 100%, and we'll have a look as well at the voltages in a second. And then this thing is monitoring one charge cycle, basically, or one cycle that you are using your battery. And you have 7 days to drive the car down to some ICE car. So you have Rom M3, I think, from BMW. So you have 7 days to drive your car down to 10%. My car is showing now 409 kilometers of range. So let's do it. Let's start the test and let's have a look what this thing shows us in the end. Yeah, so you send it back and you get your report via email. So let's attach it to the car. Actually, before we start the AVILOO test, I would like to have another look at the live data from the OBD11, like I showed in my other videos before the module change. So the battery has actually 5 new modules. So one module was changed twice, so it's, let's say, 4 new modules. And yeah, that's live data. Maximum state of charge 96.8, and in the instrument cluster it's showing 100%. So you see this is the buffer. We have 155,031 kilometers driven. Let's scroll down to the voltages. So maximum voltage 4.176, and minimum voltage 4.16 something. So 0.01, pretty much 0.01 volt difference, and it's fluctuating between many cells, as you see, not like last time where it was showing just one cell. So they're all more or less the same voltage. You see how it's fluctuating? Yep. So let's have a look at the individual cells, just for documentation reasons. cell 1, 296, 4.16, 4.17. So module 1, 6, and 7 are new. 4.17, 4.1, yeah, almost 4.17. Slightly higher one here, but yeah, the differences are negligible, I think. So yeah, this is the current state of the battery cells. So cell 96 is the last one. So yeah, that was for documentation reasons and because you were wondering how the voltages are looking like now. So let's go and start the AVILOO test now. So the OBD connector at the car is right down here, and this is my OBD11 dongle, so let's remove it. So OBD11, with which I was doing all of my tests before, all of my videos. And now there is like a cable like this, which we need to connect, so it's also OBD cable. Yeah, and we just attach it here to the car. So this side attached to the car, and this side we actually attach to the box. I think it's this way around. So let's have a look. So now it's attached to the box like this, and the box is actually having some lights. It's the first time I'm doing it, so let's have a look how that works. So after a minute or so, the box is now green, and I guess it's connected to a network. So interesting. The car has 155,031 kilometers, and it's currently showing 410 kilometers of range. Once they send you the box, you will get a link via email, which you can follow, and it looks like this. Blah blah blah, welcome to the battery test, blah blah blah. It's saying which car you have, so again saying that it's pre-programmed, serial number of the box, and yeah, you can start the test actually here. Pro performance 77 kilowatt AVILOO, and it will send SMS to my number. Los gates. So connect your box to the OBD2 and start the ignition. So let's start the ignition. I just put my leg on the brake, my foot on the brake. So it's all connected. Let's give it 2 minutes of time. This is the vehicle identification number. Ah, yeah. Okay, so it already connected, and yeah, the box still looks the same. So green and orange. So it's saying don't charge the battery while doing this test. Okay, not doing this. So it's currently saying 100%, and you need to drive it down to 10%. So it's already recognized the box and started the test, and it's saying currently 0 kilometers, and we have a test deadline of the 20th of December. So right now we have the 13th of December. So what the test is actually doing is monitoring the battery cells, the voltages, the voltage differences, the temperature, so everything. It's a very sophisticated test, and yeah, as I said, the best test currently on the market. And yeah, in the end you will get your report per email, and you need to send the box back. So yeah, you need to drive the car to below 10%, and I will try to drive it really down to 0. So let's have a look at this. And yeah, let's start the test. We need to drive 400 kilometers in the next week. So let's go and see you in the next minute. Cheerio. So guys, we have driven now 340 kilometers and we are now in Davos clusters, and you see it's winter here over in Switzerland, and we have 4 degrees, so just for the battery test that you know. And right now the battery is at 0%. I will show you. So the battery at 0% and the AVILOO box is still connected. So yeah, either we charge up now at the AC charger here, we have some, or we go down from Davos clusters at 1200 meters down to Landquart at 600 meters. And I think this is what I'm gonna do now, and there is a fast charger there. So we are gonna recuperate down the hill basically. Let's see how much percent we can gain from 0%. Let's go. So turtle mode, if you're wondering. So reduced power, turtle mode. So if you're wondering why I'm doing this this way, you know, this car had already 5 modules replaced. Basically, one module was replaced twice, yeah, and they were just freshly replaced now at 152,000 kilometers. So I would like to put more stress on the battery to see how good the health of the battery really is. That's why I'm driving here uphill, downhill, and so on, yeah. So the first 50 kilometers I was driving Autobahn, overland, and city. So probably like 20% Autobahn, 20% city, and 10% overland. So today I was driving from 50% to 0, and right now it's still showing 0. And I was driving, let's say, 20% Autobahn and 30% up and down in the mountains, stressing the battery up, then down with the recuperation, yeah, and so on. And currently I'm driving down from Klosters to Landquart. It's around 35 kilometers, and the battery is basically charging now. So yeah, looking forward to the test results. Really interesting to see them. And I wanted to do it this way in order not to just have a plain vanilla test with, yeah, driving in the city, Autobahn, constant speed, whatever. So I really wanted to put some stress on the battery. And I mean, I know we have seen in the other videos what I've done. Yeah, the 0% is not really 0%, and 100% is not really 100%. So 0% is around 5%, and 100% is around 95%. Yeah, so the battery has a gross capacity of 82 kilowatt hours and 77 usable. But yeah, there is some degradation. Yeah, we will have also a look at this at the charging station. So I will charge on the fast charger from 0 to 100, and we will see how much the charger is showing and how much the car is showing over OBD. So how many kilowatt hours go in there. And yeah, the AVILOO box is still connected. It's telling me here that I can stop the test and everything, yeah, but I'm still driving, so and it's recording the data. So yeah, let's have a look at this. So guys, finally at the charging station, and today we are charging at Porsche. Very nice. Usually they have very good chargers, and today it looks like they're working. It's Porsche in Mayenfeld. So let's have a look at the voltages again at 0%. And let's charge up from 0 to 100 and look at the voltages once again. And then in the end we will have a look at the AVILOO test when it's available to me. So guys, we are at the charger, 155,409 kilometers, and we've driven 378 kilometers, and the average is 17.6 kilowatt hours. So after you are ready, you need to wait for like 2 minutes that the box can transfer the data. So let's disconnect the box. I need a third hand for that. So the box is disconnected. So putting back the box. Here we go. And the cables. There is a return label included in the whole package, so you can just return it for free, or basically it's included in the price. So guys, I'm really curious. I haven't looked into it, but I fired up the live data from OBD11 again, from the battery module. I mean, you know the drill. We did it already a couple of times, and we have 0%, 0 kilometers. And let's have a look at the app. Yeah. So currently it tells me battery charge condition 6.4%. So I think last time when I was doing it to 0, it was telling me 5% or something like that. Minimum charge level 6.4, maximum charge level 10%. Okay, so 3 battery modules were changed now. All in all, 5 battery modules were changed. 1 was changed twice, but just recently 3 were changed, right? So I was thinking that they're balanced a bit better, to be honest. So I've driven 3,000 kilometers after the repair already. So it's not the first charge or whatever, yeah? And the last 3,000 kilometers I was charging mostly AC. Not mostly, I think. No, once I charged with the DC charger, and the rest I was charging with AC. So so it's 10% and 6.4%. Okay, interesting, but I have my questions. So this number, let's have it in our mind. Counter for kilowatt hour charge. So 36367.4, and we are now at 0% according to the instrument cluster. Yeah. And we will charge to 100% and then compare this one and compare also what our charging station is telling us. But let's have a look at the voltages. Oh wow, that's interesting. 3.51, 3.47. Okay. That's a higher difference than last time when I had the error and the modules needed to be changed. Yeah, so 0.03, 0.04 difference. Pretty strange, actually. Okay, at the full charge, the battery was balanced better. So okay, I will just scroll down through all the voltages so that you see it. Where is it? Here we go. 3.49, 49, 49, 48, 47, 48. Yeah, I mean almost the same. Yeah. Okay. 48, 47. So these ones look pretty balanced. 48, 49, 49, 4, yeah, 51. So I guess this module is the new one. So which one is it? It's number... no, I don't think this is the new one. 51. There are 8 cells in each module. So according to the OBD, yeah, so there are actually more than 8, but it's just counting it as 8. Yeah, I think they have a how do you call it, S3, 3S configuration, so they're like 3 times more actually physically. 3.48, 3.49, 5.1 again. Okay. .48, 4.1, 3.41. What the heck is going on? 3.48, 3.41, 3.41. How? Huh? Look, the last 3 cells here have a much lower voltage here. 3.41, 3.48. It's the same module. So, okay, this is a bit surprising, so that's why I also was doing the AVILOO test here. I have no errors at the moment here, but the voltage differences are huge. I mean, huge according to what I had before. So, okay, interesting. Let's charge up to 100%. So guys, let's go. Let's see how long it takes. $125 kilowatt, 28, 27. Actually not too bad. Not too bad because it's quite cold now. So I'm really wondering what the AVILOO test will tell us. Because yeah, according to the OBD, the difference is actually much bigger than when the error was triggered that led to the module replacement. So I guess that it's not just the voltages that the BMS is looking for to trigger this error. I don't know. Oh, a Taycan. Taycan. Very nice. So in the meanwhile, while charging, we can have a look at the 911 posters here. Pretty cool. Really nice. Porsche 911. So the battery is now at 72% and charging with 63 kilowatt. And let's have a look at the data again. Oh, there is a Porsche driving away. Very nice. So it's 72% and 70.9. So now it seems to be balanced better under charge. Yeah. So we'll have a look at the kilowatt hour data later, but yeah, maximum voltage of battery cells 4.05, 4.03, 04. So now the difference is a bit less. Let's scroll down once again. 04. Yeah, almost the same when it's charging. Hmm. 4.06, 05. So 05, 06, so 0.01 difference. I think it's negligible. 06, 05, 06. Let's have a look at the cells, the last 3 ones. So now they're okay. 4.0606. Interesting. Interesting. So let's have a look at 100%. So guys, 100%, pretty much 1 hour, 76.2 kilowatt hours according to the charger. Let's have a look at the car. So the car is telling us 95.9 maximum and 92 minimum. Well, yeah, I don't know if it's good or bad, but yeah, anyway, there is a lot of buffer. And the current state of charge is 36,442.36. So let's calculate how much did it charge actually. So 36,442 minus 36,367, and it's pretty much 75 kilowatt hours charged. And now let's see the charging losses. So we divided by 76.2, 76.2, and it's just 1.6% charging losses. So okay, nice. So -1. So 1.57% charging losses. Okay, nice. And if we divide 75 by 77, so the battery health is actually 97.4%. So it's better than the last times, because I have couple of new modules. So 97%, I think not bad after 155,000 kilometers. If there would not be this small self-discharge issue with my batteries. Not bad. And it's currently telling me, give me a second, it's currently telling me 400 kilometer range, and we had something with 370 basically driven. Not bad for the winter, and in the summer it's easily 450, 500. So let's have a look at the voltages very quickly at 100%. So the lowest one is 4.13 something, the highest 4.14, so it's 0.01 volt, and it's fluctuating between different ones for the highest one, and it's always the 42 for the lowest one. So yeah, let's just scroll down quickly. 4.14, 4.13. Yeah, that looks good. Not many differences. So yeah, funny enough, at the lower state of charge, the differences are higher, much higher. But probably it's just not enough time for balancing the cells, so I don't know, because the car was not sitting at 0%, so I just drove it down to 0%, and then I went directly to the charger, so probably it's just not enough time to equalize the cells. But yeah, at 100% they look almost all identical. So yeah, 0.01 volt difference. So let's wait for the AVILOO test, and let's have a look at their diagnostics. So guys, a couple of days later, my hair is a bit shorter, and I'm here with the main battery expert from Switzerland, Aloy, and we are looking at the AVILOO test that we just received. So Actually, the battery certificate looks very, very good. It certifies 95% health for the battery, and we've driven 340 kilometers, so 155.31 to 155.372, and yeah, we've done more than what AVILOO is actually asking us. So we've driven from 100 to 0 and not just from 100 to 10%. And AVILOO is telling us that we have 70 kilowatt hours usable capacity here out of 74 new capacity. So this is where we have a discrepancy between my measurements on the charger actually and what AVILOO is testing. Yeah. So as I understand, this 74 new capacity, so Volkswagen is actually selling the cars with 77 kilowatt hours capacity. Yeah. But what I understand is that they took a new car with the same battery, so 77 kilowatt hours, and then they actually measured what is a really usable capacity. Yeah, so and they said 74. Yeah, so yeah, the battery certificate also says that there can be 3% discrepancy. Yeah, so so I understand that the 74 is really like the usable. Yeah, so there is some yeah, probably loss of energy between the battery and the engine or whatever. Yeah, so but it doesn't really matter. So they say 70 kilowatt hours usable divided by 74, and it's 95% health. And I measured basically 75 divided by 77, and that would be 97%. So 3% discrepancy, up or down, whatever. Yeah, but the message here is AVILOO is saying this battery is perfect. And I actually also asked them, I saw that they have some pictures on the internet with like a heat map of the battery modules, but it's not included in the battery certificate. Yes, so I asked them to, yeah, whether they have this for me or whatever. Yeah, and they actually sent it to me. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. And this heat map is basically showing the average of the measurements. Basically, yeah, just certifying the average of what they have measured during the test. Yeah, and if it's green, then it's good. If it's red or yellow, whatever, then it's bad. And for my car, everything is green. And they actually also said that the car is above average if you compare it to the cars from the same manufacturing date and with the same mileage. Yeah, so I mean the car has a lot of mileage. I mean it would be really surprising that if the car would be below average, yeah, because it has new modules, so obviously the health or the degradation of the battery is lower if you compare it to other cars that had no module changes. Yeah, AVILOO said that they will include it in the next year, so basically 2026 they will include this heat map and everything in the normal battery certificates. So they will include the heat map and the comparison to comparable vehicles so that you can see how your car compares. Yeah, but actually if you ask me, I don't think that the AVILOO certificate can catch the exact battery problems that we have here with the ID.4. So this battery self-discharge issues, yeah, because they just appear from nowhere. Yeah, like bam, and some morning you have this error and your module needs to be changed. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I stressed the battery a lot this time. So please don't do it like me. It's just for research purposes, basically. And I was able to achieve much higher battery cell differences according to the OBD than actually the differences that I had when the modules needed to be changed. Yeah, and why don't we see it at AVILOO? Yeah, because AVILOO basically stopped the measurement when I first reached 0%. Yeah, but then I was still driving. Yeah, so stressing the battery a bit more. Yeah, we have the buffer of 5%. Yeah, and we have this turtle mode. So I was still stressing it, and I was recuperating, and so on and so on. And I think AVILOO didn't measure this. Yeah. So our battery expert wants to sleep, I think. Yeah. Okay. Wait a moment. Bye bye. Some of you told me in the comments, yeah, why do you bother? You know, this 0.1 or 0.01 or 0.02 differences. So basically 10 millivolt or 20 millivolt, they're negligible. Other manufacturers are not even logging this, yeah. And your car has just a faulty BMS that triggers this error, yeah, and Volkswagen just replaces the modules, yeah, because they see this error or whatever, so it's a software glitch, yeah. But with this video now, I have shown that it's not a software glitch, yeah, so even if you have the voltage differences above, yeah, so I actually was able to have 0.1 volt voltage difference, as you saw just on my OBD. So it's 100 millivolt, yeah, and the error was not triggered, yeah. So it's not just a software glitch triggering this error or whatever, yeah. So I think the BMS is looking at the voltage differences throughout some period, yeah, and if it can see that it cannot equalize the voltage differences over a longer period, basically indicating that one of the cells have a self-discharge and it's constantly have a dropping voltage, then it triggers the error. Yeah, so it's not just triggered if the voltage difference is high at some single point of time. Yeah. So I stressed the battery, and obviously the voltage differences were very big. I was at 0%, yeah, but apparently this is just a normal situation, yeah. When you just charge up again, then it's again okay. So it's not a faulty BMS or a software glitch or whatever. So BMS, I think, is not only looking at the voltage differences, but also at some other parameters that we cannot see over the consumer OBD. And yeah, I have the perfect battery certificate, you know, but honestly, I don't really trust this battery certificate. If you think about this self-discharge issues of the MEB platform or the Volkswagen ID cars, yeah. So I don't think you can even see or measure it somehow, yeah. You just wake up one day and then boom, the error is there and one of the modules need to be changed, yeah. Yeah, there is also some indications. So some people wrote me in the comments so that they bought some cars with battery certificate that was good, and then afterwards the module was defective. Yeah, I mean the battery certificate, they also tell in the fine print that it has no meaning for the future for the future health of the battery. Yes, so it's just a snapshot at a certain point of time. So tell me in the comments if you have any thoughts about these battery certificates and about the self-discharge issues, and please go and have a look at my last video where I discussed the documents that I found during my investigation. So guys, cheerio, and see you in other videos in the future. Bye bye.